It's a very good partnership in the sense that most French students, if you ask them where they would like to study, will say, we would like to go to the United States. Many schools are now establishing strong partnerships with American universities, and it's the case of Sciences Po, for instance. Sciences Po has a very strong exchange program with Columbia University, and many double degrees are being developed. So I would say that university cooperation is really in expansion right now. In terms of numbers, we are inching our way towards 10,000 students, we hope, a year coming to the US. And in the other direction, we have around 10,000 American students going to France every year, either for individual study or for exchanges established by their schools. The first country of choice is not France, it's the fourth, which is not a bad position. The first is the UK. Probably for language reasons. The Partner University Fund is a very important program. This is a program that has had a huge success, mainly at the research level, developing links between institutions in the United States and French universities or schools. A huge range of research programs are being developed through the Partner University Fund. There are so many now, I couldn't give you the list, but programs in oceanography, programs in the humanities, for example, memory research. We also have a program called the Chateaubriand program for scholarships for PhD students. It is really targeted towards American students or students in American universities who have some reason for wanting to do their research in France. We also have a network of centers within some of the best universities in the United States. These centers are directly funded by the Cultural Services for their work on France and French culture. We also have Campus France, of course, that is sort of the gateway for undergraduate students who wish to study in France. And the French embassy is also involved in the management of the 4 French-American funds, France Stanford, MIT, Berkeley, and Chicago. The first thing that I would like to say to students is that international mobility in general is very important. I'd like to insist on the fact that even a brief stay abroad is very important for any student. This is something I went through as a student, and to have that experience, I think, is really fundamental in today's world. Then Europe, of course. Europe is one of the biggest partners of the United States, actually probably the biggest in economic terms. It is the biggest economy in the world, if you take Europe as a whole. So that is one of the reasons for going there, if only that. But if you're looking at culture, you walk in the streets in Paris, you have the experience immediately. You don't even need to enter a museum to start imbibing that culture. Beyond that, there is the university system itself. It is opening more and more to international students. There's a great public university network. I've been through that system myself, and I know that the standards are very high. There are also many specialized schools, engineering, in the humanities, in professional studies such as cuisine or fashion. Many of the courses now are also offered in English. For all these reasons, I think France is a wonderful place to go and study.